come up with. He's not a bad guy, he just wants to bring his girl back. Unlike Peter Cushing's Frankenstein, who would kill anybody without giving it a thought, this guy is worried about killing people, so he gives the hookers crack, but it's an explosive kind of crack. His reasoning is that the hookers are already killing themselves with crack, he's only speeding up the process. So this leads up to the best scene. All the hookers explode. Boom! 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 It's fucking great! The bodies look like mannequins, and in the DVD extras, the special effects guy says they were going for a fake look on purpose because, for one reason, they were trying to get an R rating, not X or NC-17. And NC-17 went into effect that same year, 1990. But also, they wanted the scene to be funny. And it is. Even when you know it's coming, it's still outrageous, even without any blood. Then Jeffrey goes into the lab with all the body parts. There's actually a pile of tits. Name another movie to have a pile of tits. So he stitches her together, zaps her full of electricity, all that, and brings her to life. She now has bluish purple hair for some reason. He tries talking to her, but because she's made of hooker parts, all she can say is, "Need some company? Looking for some action? Got any money?" She escapes the garage and gets loose in New York City. She's staggering around in the alleyways saying, "Want a date?" And somebody does take her up on the offer. Oh man, the ending, I won't even try to explain. It needs to be seen to be believed. The whole concept is as ridiculous as it sounds, but considering that, it's surprisingly well made. Everything from the production design to the acting is all in tune with one another, creating a sleazy world with a consistent tone. The makeshift laboratory looks just like something somebody could have actually made out of scraps and all kinds of machinery parts, like an old freezer. The alleyways and hotel rooms are all littered with filth. Every wall is covered in writing, and down to every little dirty detail like an old cigarette machine in the corner. It's as if the whole film is coated in filth. The actor who plays Jeffrey, James Lawrence, is perfect for the part. He's naturally funny without appearing like he's trying to be funny. Patty Mullen, who plays the Frankenhooker, is a little more goofy. She's always doing this twitch with her face, but it starts to grow on you. You can tell she must have had a really good sense of humor. The film creates a lot of mixed emotions. It's disturbing, uncomfortable, but highly entertaining, and makes you feel dirty for liking it.
It's Cinemassacre's Monster Madness.
Last Sequelathon, we talked about the Universal Frankenstein series. Now, it's Hammer time! That's right, this week we'll be discussing the Hammer Frankenstein series. Curse of Frankenstein was released in 1957 and was Hammer's first color horror film. This is the movie that established Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee as the new horror stars for a new generation. It also put director Terence Fisher into the big leagues with all the masters like James Whale. Universal's Frankenstein was so famous, there was almost no point of remaking it. Whenever you mention Frankenstein, that's the version that comes to everyone's minds. So that's why you have to admire Hammer's effort, that they had the balls to remake it and to take it in their own direction. The opening prologue says, "More than 100 years ago, in a mountain village in Switzerland, lived a man whose strange experiments with the dead have since become legend." As if we didn't already know. All you need to say is Frankenstein. But I like it. It's taking a humble approach and allowing you to forget everything you know and start over again fresh and new. It starts out with Peter Cushing as Victor Frankenstein in a prison cell telling a story. We jump back to see him as a young pupil who looks nothing like Peter Cushing, learning about